back to Rickeshascreations Creations. Let's talk. Yes. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell for new notifications. Yes. How is everyone doing today? Yes. Hope everyone's feeling blessed, feeling fine, feeling great. Okay. Like, I want to thank you all for continuing to be along with me on my journey. You know, like, this is a journey for us all. This is your safe place. This is your go-to self-care, self-help, trauma healing channel. Yes. Thank you to my new subscribers. Continue to hit that bell so you can receive notifications every time I upload a video. Also to my loyals. Love you all. Love, peace, and happiness to you. May abundance continue to surround you. Yes. Without further ado, you know I am your chakra, your Reiki, your master healer. I'm also a crystal healer. I'm also an oracle. I do readings. So I use my intuitive gifts to be able to help you and bless you along your journey. You want to book a reading with me? Email me at rickeshascreations@mail.com. Also, you can follow me on rickeshascreations_readings.com. Also, follow me on my Instagram at rickeshascreations if you want to purchase any custom handmade jewelry that is custom made by me. Everything is anointed. Everything is prayed over. If you have a prayer request, let me know. I will most definitely incorporate it within your orders. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the question of the day. The question of the day. The question of the day. Woo-hoo. Okay, let's get to it. Okay. Ooh. So this question is how to avoid negativity in the workplace. Yes, this question was from Rosie. So shout out to Rosie. Thank you for your question, honey. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so I don't know if you know, but if you haven't, I have already done a video on how to protect your energies in the workplace. So go back and add it to your playlist if you need to, because it is very, very essential, very, very therapeutic. I wanted to go over the basics with you on how to prepare yourself for entering in the workplace before you leave and when you come back home, okay? So I hope that you find that video very helpful. But I want to also this is a perfect opportunity for me to dive a little bit deeper. So thank you, Rosie. Okay, so how to protect your energies in the workplace. How to avoid negativity in the workplace. Hey, they about the same. All right, so okay, let me go ahead and get to it. How to avoid negativity in the workplace. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of my intuitive opinion, and I'm giving you some of my experiences if I have any, okay? Because I want to be able to relate a different perspective to you guys. This is mind transitioning, unlearning to learn right in here, okay? We on this self-healing journey, so let's get into it, okay? Let's get to it. All right, so I want to say, okay, depending on, well, it doesn't even depend on where you actually work, to be honest. You know, there's going to always, whenever you're around other energies, other souls, right? Everybody is here living out their own purpose. We are all actors in our life. We are the main character. Like, it's not just a coincidence that we have actors on TV, right? In movies, they're embodying another person so they can be that person, okay? Whether it's their true self or they, well, you know, their character that they're playing, right? You know, so with that being said, when people are at work, everybody has a role. Everybody is playing a character, right? To get the job done. So so say for instance, like I already mentioned in my last video, how to protect yourself before leaving home. Okay. Now let's fast forward to we're at work. We clocked in. We're getting started with our shift, and I'm just going to give an example. Maybe your manager or something comes to you and wanting to give you some criticism about something you didn't complete the day before your last shift. And they didn't come to you in a nice way, right? They came to you with, you could feel the energy as they walk up to you, right? And You're already like, okay, let me just prepare myself for what's about to happen. And they come to you like, do, and da, and you didn't do this, and da. And, you know, their tone is just making you feel uncomfortable. Well, this is where you're able to pause. You know when they say you have the right to remain silent? That means you have the right to remain silent. Like in the Miranda rights, you know, in life, we have the right to remain silent. Meaning we're able to go into our minds and meditate. We can meditate to manifest what to say next. So say for instance, because here's one or two things that can happen. Either that person, after you pause, you can, you know, tell them like how you feel, which you probably later on be like, you know, you feel good, but at the same time, look, we're on this self-care healing journey. So you may feel good, you may not feel good, because you probably feel like, oh, I'm used to doing the negative part. I want to try something different, right? We want to have a better outcome, right? So people can treat us how we want them to treat us, correct? So I would say if you don't take that negative approach, then you can take this positive approach. When you pause, take a moment to go into your mind, call on God, call on your angels, call on your ancestors, call on your higher self, call on any energies that make you feel pleasant and bring you joy, peace. Call on them and ask them to be with you at the moment, in the presence, in the gap. You can call on your archangels. Tell them to be right there to help lead you and guide you as to the words to say, so that what you say does not match the negativity that has been directed towards you. Most of the time when people come at you negativity, it's because they have something going on within themselves. It doesn't give them a right to treat you any type of way. But however, you are in control of how you treat you. Did I just say so? You are in control of how you treat you, though. So treat yourself with kindness, because this person don't deserve all of that. They don't deserve that good, that you know, that kickback that you can give them. So I would say do this. My suggestion: when that person comes to you complaining about, you know, that manager comes to you complaining about what you did not do, you're like, oh, is that right? Okay, so what could I have done differently? You know, when you come to people like that, because people, when they in like on 10 mode with their negative energy, they hoping that you match them back with that same negative energy, so they can do what? Have a reason to say that this is why you are incapable of doing your position, and try to get you fired if they can. Don't give people that. Don't even let them. Nah, baby. You there with a purpose. You came there to work, to make your income so you can take your what? Behind back home. Okay, until you find something else, hopefully. Hopefully you're not going through this 24/7. But if you are, and this is just what it is, here you go. Ask them that question. Before you know it, it gives people the time to calm all the way down if they see you calm. Because they can't stay high if you are calm, right? They can't stay up there in that like negative zone if you're calm. They're going to have to come back down to meet you in the middle. So you keep, I know there's have you heard this saying, you can't fight fire with fire? You can. But however, it's how you fight that fire. Are you fighting that fire from a point of aggression and anger from what you got going on? Or are you fighting that with, I'm finna change the outcome of this? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand in my ashe and my power and who I am and my rights as a human being to be able to express myself in a healthy way, right? In a healthy way. So when that person has calmed down now listening to you, ask them that question, they probably calm down like that. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. And then before you know, you can have a healthy conversation and you can actually tell this person why you probably wasn't able to complete the task that you had the way you wish you could have. See, it's all about getting people to understand you, right? Because people can't read minds. Well, some people can, but you get what I'm saying. Like, nobody know you like you. Nobody know your thoughts like you. So that's one example, okay? I'm going to give you a little bit of my experience really quick. Okay, so, you know, me, I have worked in different fields, okay? But I'm going to stick to one in particular. I worked in retail for a little bit. For a long time, you know, here and there in between working in other careers. my go back to was always retail because I love talking to customers. I love fashion. I love interacting with people in person. Yeah, I'm an introvert by nature, but to a certain degree. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I like to talk. So, there were times where, I have already, put it like this. Within the retail field that I was in, I started just as greeters in the beginning. This probably when I was back I was probably in my early 20s, teenager. Actually, I started working in retail when I was 16. So over the years, up into my 30s, I always grew in companies, and I've always worked for companies that were hard to get into, and they only catered to one ethnicity. So I was always the girl of color, or, the brown skin baby gal, in these workplaces. And I always felt like working in these places where it's predominantly, Caucasian, white, whatever you want to, have a way you want to use that. I never really looked at myself as different from them. I never looked at myself as different from nobody when it came to what I can do. Okay. But I've always felt like wherever I work, I'm going to make room for others. And that's always been my thing, opening doors for others. Now, half of these companies I work for, there's a lot of people of color working. So I share to that, okay? But I was in the period of time where it wasn't. And I used to get negative feedback a lot. And it was only because I was doing things too well. See, this is the thing. My first company I worked for, wouldn't nobody talk to me. Wouldn't nobody talk to me because, I was the girl of color. But as they saw me being myself, doing my job, that's why I say I learned how to just go to work and do what I need to do and come back home. But doing my job, treating people how I want to be treated, they had no choice but to pay attention to me. They had no choice but to pay attention to my skills. Before you know it, I moved up in companies, baby. I moved up quick to a manager. I even became a store manager. So I know a lot about, having negativity in the workplace. You're dealing with different people that's coming in. They're coming in with their attitudes. You're working with people with attitudes. And how I avoided most of these things was by putting on my smile. Here's the thing. When I smile, it's for a reason. Everything I do is for a reason. So when I smile, it can mean a lot of things. It can mean like, okay, you ain't finna steal my sunshine. Or it can mean, okay, I see you. But you still ain't finna steal my sunshine. Or it can mean, okay, guess what? Once this customer walks away, me and you gonna have a talk. Yeah. And so most people didn't want to see that side of me because I don't get mean. No, babe, I'm not finna cut up. You're not worth it. But what I will do, I will pull you to the side and talk to you. And we get down to it, and find out what's going on. And my tone is always in a state where I'm really talking to you genuinely with concern. I don't go off random rage and all that stuff. That's too much of my energy, and I'm trying to protect it, okay? So there have been times where I had to go and talk to people above me or, people that I was leading as manager or store manager, management. And I had to come to them in a way where the respect was there. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to jump down somebody's throat. You don't have to be mean and aggressive to get your point across. You don't. You really, really don't. So I've had situations where I've had to, encounter some negativity. And boy, there's been some times where I almost didn't listen to my intuition. And ego almost crept in. You feel me? But what I did was I caught myself. See, that's the thing about on this self-care journey, regardless of what decisions you have made in the past that did not work for you, on this self-care journey, you're going to always be searching for ways to better yourself, especially if you've been through so much in life. I have so many experiences throughout my life. I'm just blessed. You feel me? I'm blessed to be here talking to you. So with that being said, I had to bring my mind back to present, because have you ever got so angry that you feel like you're having an out-of-body experience? You experienced that before? I have. And when I did, I almost felt like I lifted out of my body and just went to somewhere and then boom, back in. So to balance all of that out, I just remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Breathe. Because breathing will keep you present. Your breath is your spirit. You get that? So as you breathe, you're being aware of your spirit, not just your body and your shell and what's going on. Because remember, you're the main character of your story. You are the main character of your story. Okay? So don't let nobody write that story for you. Take control of your story. And, that's some of my tips on that part. Now, say for instance, if you're dealing with coworkers, okay, we went from management. Now I want to give you some tips on when you're dealing with coworkers, because sometimes we go to work and we got some friends. Some of us make friends, or we become very close, if that makes sense, in the workplace with certain people. Don't mean you hang out with them after work. Some people do, but if you just cordial to get along as a team in the workplace, this is for you. If you're trying to get along with people in the workplace and you're acquainted or close, or whenever you see each other, it's that love there, and one day you come to work and this person is upset with you about something, and then before you know it, you walking around the other people you cool with and ain't nobody talking to you. This is how you can avoid that. I would suggest keeping healthy boundaries with everyone. Keep healthy boundaries with them. Because here's the thing, if you become too buddy, you go from professional talking to like slang talking, people won't take you seriously. Hey, I know it's true. Hey, I know I just said something right there, but I'm not judging. This is no judgment over here. I'm just giving scenarios so it can help you along your journey, okay? Ashe. But, you run into that. So have healthy boundaries with each coworker. That way, they know who you are when you at work. Like, okay, she fun, she cool. Or he fun, he cool. But they don't play. So let's not play like that with them. Just establish, that healthy boundary. Like, don't allow yourself to get swaddled up in what trying to be popular at work, trying to fit in at work. Be there to be of service. That's why you were hired. I know it's easier said than done, and that's fine. I'm not knocking nobody who have made friends or whatever, but if you are around some negative people, then you might want to think about, why are you still around this person or these people who are negative? Is it so you can, advance? Is it so you can be popular? Is it so you can, be well liked? Okay, fine, if those are your reasons. But you can be well liked, and this is from my experience. You can be well liked without having to be that person. I tell you this, another part of my experience. Starting from where I started and all the experience I gained throughout my careers, I learned that I'm not trying to be friends with nobody. I'm not going to say I have no loyalty to nobody, but I don't have no friends. And you're going to know that. I'm going to treat you how I want to be treated. And I'm going to let you know my do's and my don'ts, But I mean, I'm a person that get along. I can adapt very well. And I just like to do what I need to do, like, that's how you keep your respect. Forget the Lord. So you keep the respect in the workplace when when people feel like they can't just come to you any kind of way. They can't just get in your energy field and turn you upside down. When a person is being negative towards you, you can politely just ignore them. You know what I mean? Like, everything doesn't require your response. Everything doesn't require you to have to answer to it. Don't feel obligated to don't feel obligated to be around people who are negative, because baby, that's just too much. It's too much. You know, good balance, good balance. You know, there's going to always be positive and there's going to always be negative. But if there's a good balance, that will keep you from not being so stressed out. And it'll also to keep you liking your job. It'll also to keep you from bringing it back home, that negativity back home. And you'll be in overall good health. And that's the main thing. You'll feel good about yourself. So some takeaway tips. When you go to work, keep your energies positive. Go in, be yourself, know why you're there, do what you got to do, work on elevating yourself, not letting others elevate you. You elevate you because people are watching you. And before you know, you may be called into a position of lead because you are being a leader and not the follower, but a team player. I hope that helped you and blessed you. If you would like to donate to my channel so I can continue to deliver this great content to you and answer your questions, cash at me at rickeshascreations. Also, too, you can PayPal me at rickeshascreationsmail.com. I pray that this blessed you all. I pray that this helped you to avoid negativity in the workplace because ain't nobody got time for that. Like, we're on a spirit healing journey, okay? And we're trying to advance, right? So, without further ado, goodbye.